What is up? This is your buddy Alertwolf here to bring you another DC Nation style review on Beware the Batman. Or actually, it's just Beware Batman. Yeah, Beware the Batman. Episode 2. This one's called Secrets. Alright. So, in this one, it's Batman versus Magpie. Another villain I really don't know too much about. But that's pretty cool because this show is all about the edumacation of minor Batman villains. Now, we get a couple of cool things in this episode. We get the introduction to Barbara Gordon, and she's interested in meeting Batman. We also get more of the Lieutenant Gordon's character in this, which is cool. And we explore, the misadventures of Batman versus this new villain. Now, I'm going to say this. Some little things here and there, have slightly bothered me about this. I don't know. I know Batman tends to spar with the ladies, but he took her on like she was a straight up dude, and I understand she has some powers, but whatever. But one throughout this episode, I noticed like at one point she takes his belt, and I'll get into the review after these few quick points. But she takes his belt quite easily, like. Really, Batman would booby trap his belt, and you shouldn't be able to take it off unless you were Batman or Alfred or somebody. But whatever. That and he falls for stuff too easily, I might say. Like, whereas I know he's a younger Batman and less experienced, but whereas other incarnations of Batman's might have been smoother and moving faster, this one he's not there yet. And he's not as smart. I mean, this episode was supposed to show off his detective skills, and it did to a certain extent. But, I don't know. I feel like he's not using all of his brain and all the time. But whatever. So let's just get right into it. So Batman, and this is another trend I find, he's not really... This is the first villain he captured, but he's not really, winning these fights half the time. So Batman hears, there's an alarm going. Magpie steals this dude's watch and wipes his memory. Oh, and that's the other thing, and I'll get to that at the end. Something that bothered me that Batman wouldn't do. Because it's a dumb idea. We'll find another way. But another idea. But I do love the voice of the guy they're getting to play Batman, I think, is doing a good job. So, basically... it's Batman and Magpie's first interaction with each other. They fight. She manages to get away. He goes to check on the victim instead of chasing her. And I'm okay with that, I guess. And his memory has been wiped clean somehow. The other things we're getting is obviously the samurai. Or not samurai, Katana. She's, not adjusting well to her new role as the chauffeur and bodyguard of Bruce Wayne. And obviously she doesn't know. We find out that she's also Alfred's goddaughter, and her father and Alfred were partners in MI6. So, more stuff to find out about as she drives Batman around. Now, Batman figures out that this has to do with an experiment at Blackgate Prison, and he tracks down the other doctor involved. And then while he's spying on her, he gets attacked by none other than Magpie, and she kind of beats Batman. Like, there were scenes where she kicked him off the roof, and I'm expecting Batman to, pull some ninja shit here. Nah, he's just, cliffhanging off an edge. Off the ledge. And so, he comes back and fights her. But, I just gotta keep telling myself, this is a young Batman. This is not an experienced Batman. And then she manages to get away, and you know, she's after shiny things and whatnot. I mean, she manages to hit him with the same handcuffs he tried to put on her earlier in the episode. So whatever, you know. But he also deduces more things. We also get to see, Lieutenant Gordon do his thing. You know, he talks. Obviously, I told you about talking to Barbara Gordon. He goes to, he walks into the crime scene and immediately notices that boxes were moved and stuff was sifted through. Batman missed this. Batman completely missed this. Like, he used his back computer to figure some shit out, but Batman completely missed these things, and that bothers me slightly because Gordon's a better detective than Batman at this point. And not that Gordon's supposed to be stupid, but Gordon's supposed to be very good, but Batman's supposed to be Sherlock Holmes, and Gordon's supposed to be Watson, you know what I mean? Watson is a genius, but Sherlock Holmes is a little bit better. So, whatever. He tracks down somebody else who was involved in the experiment, and who's somebody we've seen before, and you know, he's just pretty stupid, lunkhead, and whatever. He's able to deduce more things and find out that there was another lady involved, which all lead them to the same place, more or less, because Batman figures out she was once a patient at the thing because she said, "I'll never be locked up again." Batman also goes in to talk to her as Bruce Wayne, and to the doctor, that is, as Bruce Wayne. He finds out that he creates a distraction. You know, she's there with her assistant, and he finds out he'll have to do a Blackgate prison, so that's where he goes. When he goes there, he finds Magpie's there, and some chick is screaming, so it turns out that's the doctor. During the fight, though, she gets the drop on him and drugs him a little, and which is weird because he's wearing some sort of suit. You'd think he's protected from scratches and needles, but whatever. And she pops off his belt very easily while he's half dazed. And he snaps out of it. He goes to find that she is about to hurt the good doctor when Batman... Oh, I take this back. I completely missed this part. Okay, after he's unconscious, she ties him up to a laboratory experiment where this head thing that's going to get put on him, and it's going to erase his memories. Batman manages to get out of that, which was cool, but then he does something moronic. You have one doctor, a victim at the beginning of the episode, is missing his memories. She said she figured out a way to reverse it using that helmet. Or she needs to figure out a way to reverse it using that helmet. And what does he do? The moment he gets out of the chair and knocks the thing down, he steps on it and breaks it. What a fucking idiot. And I'm sorry, but what an idiot. Why would Batman do that? There's a piece of technology that can wipe people's memories. You already have a victim of it in the hospital. And this is the only way to undo. We don't even know if you could undo, but it's the only technology available to figure out what happened. And his response is, I'm going to break it. Not, let's put this away for later so I can work on it and try to... No, I'm going to break it. So Batman's an idiot. And this would get him in trouble later in the episode. So that's when he goes to the doctor and stops her. You also find out that it was actually the assistant who's Magpie all along. The experiment created multiple personalities, where all her worst personality is the Magpie, and the other one was Cassie, or whatever her name was in the thing. And basically, her face was altered, but they didn't explain how. She obviously wore a wig, and this disturbs her because she just wants her memories and identity back. And Gordon gets the drop on them and stops her from killing the doctor, and she throws her nails at him somehow, and that scratches him, and Batman goes after him, and there's tension because Gordon hasn't accepted Batman yet. So Batman fights her pretty hardcore too. Like, he breaks, like, if she wasn't like slightly vulnerable, Uh, the way he fought her would have probably killed most people. But he knocked her into something and electrocuted, and that's that. And then he took her down, and Gordon's like, we're not friends, but I'll let you go this time. And that's pretty much the episode. It's their first encounter. Gordon slightly lets Batman go, and Batman bounces. She even said, let me go back. She even said, what did you do? This is how Batman got the drop on her a little bit. Why would you break? This is the only way to get my memories back. We'll find another way. What other way, you fucking idiot, Batman? I am sorry. I normally don't get angry at stuff like this, but what other way, Batman? You didn't even think to explore that technology. You were just like, nah, I'm gonna break it. What an idiot. This wasn't a big, complicated, giant machine that the only way out was to break it. No, he took it off. He could have clearly used it or studied it to figure out exactly what it does to the brain. But no, that wasn't an option for Batman, because this Batman uses his brains a lot. And actually, the episode doesn't end there. The episode actually ends with them at the house at Wayne Manor, and Katana searching for Bruce because she's supposed to drive him somewhere. And Batman is sitting there going, let the games or the tests begin. And the whole next episode is supposed to be about testing her, which is cool, and I can't wait to see. But what am I going to give this episode? Despite the several things that are annoying me about the Batman persona character, just some of his weird flaws that I don't think he should have, I still think this was a good episode, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Now, I know I seem a little critical on this, because I am. It's just Batman, from the Fox adaptation to Beyond to the Justice League to the Justice League Unlimited has been done by a different actor. But those series, that Batman interpretation was done excellently, 5 out of 5. Then you had the Batman series that came out afterwards, and that series got better as the show went on. So the first season was kind of crappy, but by the last season, it was pretty good. And that one, I would give like a 4. Then you had the last Batman show, and Brave and the Bold, and that one went more silly. And even that show got better as time went on, and although the Batman adaptation was corny, all the extra little things they tossed in there are good. Now, that's not to say this show doesn't do that, because it does. Some of the sound effects, the beeps and stuff, like there was a beep in the Batcave, and that was clearly the beep from the old school Adam West show from the Bat phone, and there are a lot of little nuggets thrown into this show so far that I've noticed that is for the Batman enthusiast, and I appreciate that. And I do appreciate them going for this unknown villains as these are the ones we want to do, because I like getting educated on these guys. But however, I still have a couple of little things, and maybe I'm nitpicky, that bother me. But either way, a 3 out of 5 is my rating, and I've talked way too much. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And just one more thing, guys, this is important. Please subscribe if you watch, because I'm getting close to 100 subscribers. I'm in the 90s. I have about 75,000 views, And once I reach 100 subscribers, I plan to do my anime redux. I have a couple of special things that I want to do, and so it's important for you guys to support me so I could get back to you. But this is Alert Wolf here, just signing out.